All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are going live here. We're going to see what's going on with BTC and its kind of breakout. Hey, what's up, English to me? How you doing? Dawn. What's up, Dawn? There we go. I got a lot of trend lines here. Let's get rid of some of these. Hopefully, we're done with most of these for now. All right. All right, so Bitcoin breaking out. Bitcoin breaking out of a 10.4 level. What up, Shiny? Thanks, Mohammed. Appreciate that. Hey, Dream Car. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to do a public video yesterday. I missed my opportunity prior to the breakout. That's what I get for being a little bit lazy. Hey, what's up, Alex? Hola. Yeah, so Bitcoin finally trying to take out a range we've been stuck in here for about 9 months, and showing a little bit of resistance at this orange trend line, which has been essentially our high from our 20,000 through our 14,000 into today. So hopefully what I call a long-term turnaround play. Use this in the stock market a tremendous amount of times to really, really great results. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna see this extended and continue on. So I live on 2 hour charts, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, and you've got basically half hour into a 2 hour chart, big volume. We are selling off a little bit. 15-minute chart looks a little bit like a stalling slash topping candle, and only halfway through, 6.5 minutes left. So maybe let's go to the 1 minute chart. Volume aggregation tool still bullish even with some distribution, so that's not too bad. You're always going to see some bouts of distribution during runs, so hopefully we can see this, get over this and we can continue on getting up. But so far so good. Hopefully we don't stall here at basically 11,000. We got to 10,950. Yeah, we'd like to get above that. Definitely like to get above that. But yeah, even on the 15-minute, that is a little bit ominous of a candle. But we had a good breakout candle. As long as we can hold above, we still have that whole body of that breakout candle to contend with on the downside. So that's good. So I'm not really too mad at the price action quite yet. So how about you guys? You guys involved in Bitcoin? You guys have altcoin positions? Did you guys fare with the alt rally very well? We had just crazy, crazy altcoin rally. Finally, ending itself. Some yesterday, some a few days ago, some a week or two ago, and then ending in this nice Bitcoin run. Hopefully, starting a much longer cycle for Bitcoin. We've been eyeballing a number of things. One thing that we've been noticing the past couple of weeks, actually even prior to the past couple of weeks on Bitcoin, on a lot of the altcoins, we've been seeing this low consolidation channel. Let me show you as an example of ZIL. That's right, Mel. Bitcoin to Triton, absolutely. Google Triton if you don't know what that is. So a good example of this one is ZIL. This was actually one of the first, if not the first, I don't have them in chronological order, to break out of this low consolidation. A lot of cryptos, altcoins, anything, everything, has been putting in a very large, wide, flat base since last August. And then ZIL obviously broke out and did a couple 100%, easy money. And then Bitcoin, oops, X, what is that? I don't even know what that is. That's weird. And then Bitcoin, that's what this box is right here. That's Bitcoin's consolidation right there. Now, if you guys wonder why we have the big coronavirus drop and why I'm omitting that is because I'm considering that a singular, very large anomaly, an event. And I'm not considering that part of normal consolidation. I'm actually omitting it on purpose. Morning, Farhan. Yeah, follow through day for sure. Follow through day for sure. So far, 8.3%. I mean, yeah, I have a hard time believing that we're going to falter. So this would be a Bitcoin follow through day for us. Absolutely. And we talked earlier about how to handle a follow through day, and usually it's a signal for longer term traders. And even I guess anyone can really utilize a follow through day for what it's meant for is a signal that Bitcoin is likely to go on a larger bull run. So yeah, I think I've got it on here. Where's it at? Oh no, I must have reset it. You put it on there. Which one is it? Ooh, candlestick patterns. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. No, where is it? It's just an indicator, right? They keep adding more stuff. Bought some Neo yesterday. I was reading a bit of a laggard, so wanted to grab it early. Didn't expect BTC spike. Yeah, any alt here is suspect. The only thing that's running is the Bitcoin derivatives. You got Bitcoin Cash SV, Bitcoin Cash, but other than that, there's no need to be in anything other than Bitcoin at this stage of the game. Even Ethereum, which which is doing its own fantastic moves. I got to be honest with you. Ethereum has been putting in a lot of work. We're kind of above a pivot point right now, still with some resistance at the 372 area. But I mean, in reality, Bitcoin should go on for just, cryptocurrency is still cryptocurrency. If you guys have traded crypto for any period of time, you guys know when Bitcoin runs, you just have to get out of the way and just let it work. And then at that stage, you can start looking at alts again once it's run a bunch, and then you can start to see, hey, what alts are starting to look good when BTC's rally is kind of starting to, um, you know, look bad. USD and free fall. Yeah, DXY. Mel's talked about that one earlier. So we were marking up this chart on the weekly, Shiny. Yeah, Mel, there you go. You two should talk. Yeah, talk in the macro chat room. There you go. Interesting to hear both your perspectives. So here's the DXY on the weekly for the US dollar. And we've been in a bull market here since about 2011. And, you can call it printing, you can call it, which is probably due to printing. But anyway, you can see we're starting to break a trend here. Last time we broke a trend, we went into a very prolonged downtrend, about 32% from '02 to '08. Um, trying to remember I was actually making really good money between '02 and '08, so I don't think I cared. But but yeah, '02 and '08. So we go on for another prolonged bear market, another 33%. You're looking at a pretty deep cut into the dollar. We were discussing what to do, and Mel's suggestion there was gold and Bitcoin. Samp streaming for 8 minutes and 38 seconds. So yeah, if we do drop, I mean, I would really, we talked earlier, and maybe I'll just stay on this stream. I don't know yet, but we were discussing about how do we capitalize on the dollar falling in value? How would we actually do that? And gold seems like a rational answer. Bitcoin also at this stage seems like a rational answer. I don't know if there's another rational answer if it's just that simple. Maybe silver, because silver has kind of been on a run. If you guys are any kind of technical trader and have not looked at silver. Oh, Zane saying real estate. Zane, hey, what's up, Zane? Didn't I just see that you lived in a trailer, not a camper, whatever you want to call it? So you don't own any real estate. You have to go buy your house back. Go buy it back. Oh, rental. Okay, there you go. It's probably more like you say a camper. Is that what I would consider an RV probably? I've always thought that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. I got young kids though, so I guess I still could do that and just homeschool them. Stream, homeschool, trade, camper lifestyle. Oh, gotcha. What kind of van? Platinum isn't a hedge against the dollar. Hey, what's up, Mexican Charlie Lee? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Oh, Ram. Oh, okay. I'm actually not super familiar with that particular model, but gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Cool. All right, so Bitcoin 10.8. We've stalled at the 11,000 level for right now, but we got through 10.4, 10.5 very nicely. Yeah, just dump all that into BTC. Really, Zane? That's pretty cool. Probably a lot cheaper than a RV because those RVs got to be super expensive. Tyler asking about timing the housing market down by the river. Um, Jokester, living up to your name. Please stay on the channel, Jokester. Stay here. Just keep the puns coming, my friend. Keep the puns coming. Yeah, there you go, Zane. Very nice. Now you just got to put a Tesla battery in it. You'll be good to go. Just supercharge across the nation. You can probably get like two Model S batteries. That'd be fun. I've always thought about a project like that. I'm not good enough with electrical engineering. Mel thinking a 10K pullback or 10.5? Was it 10.5? 10.5 pullback. I don't know. See, when I see big volume candles like that, Mel, I am not in the pullback camp. You had, we had, so we had an alert in our Real Crypto Power Hour, 10.356. We had an alert there. Then we had a symmetrical triangle here a few days ago at a 96.25 breakout. After that, you had lots of opportunities to pull back. I don't think we're pulling back. At least not to 10.5. If we're going to pull back, it's going to be up higher, and we'll pull back down to this level. I know you were talking about a 60% retracement from the 10.5. There's Mel with a chart. Mel's always got a chart, which is good. We'll show Mel's chart here. Just right. Oh, that's the top of your channel. Gotcha. Retest of the breakout point. Could be. Could happen. Yeah, I guess that would. Well, if it did pull back, it wouldn't be going past 10,280 on Binance. I don't think it's going to get anywhere past that. Maybe 10,250 if you want to give it a nice round number. I don't think it's going to get anywhere past that. Mihail asking about stop. So I think I just mentioned one actually, 10,250. I think that would be um, a good stop at this stage of the game. We shouldn't be, we, we really shouldn't be retracing. Jokester's back. I love it. I love it. What is Doge doing? Let's take a look. Obviously, I know it's the question that's on everyone's mind. It's a question that's on everyone's mind. Um, yeah, so Doge is doing exactly what you expect Doge to do. Doge is doging. It's exactly what it is. Ian, beginning of my 33,000 call. Yeah, probably. Whatever that ends up being. I don't know if it's gonna stop at 20K or 33K, but it could even go well past 33K, to be honest with you. Um, 33K. In reality, that video was just something I noticed between Ethereum and on in the Bitcoin chart on the daily. I mean, you saw the video, so you kind of understand. Mel keeps saying 100K. That'd be great. I don't mind 100K from here. I'm not mad at that. If the dollar is only going to lose 30% of its value and we get a 10x, I'm cool with that. That's fine. Woodsy, what's up? Has it been a while? I've been here the whole time. Huh. Good seeing you again. BTC 30% crash after making higher high close same as 2015. So are you buying here now since we crossed 10.4? Oh, I bought earlier. I actually bought yesterday on the break of this little thing right there. Yeah, I was playing Ethereum and then I got stop. I let Ethereum BTC stop me out because ETH was on a run. So actually, okay, so I took partial position down here. I'm trying to remember these. And anyway, and then ETH got me out somewhere overnight into some stop. So and I don't know exactly where it was though. I just got stopped out. I haven't gone back and checked any timestamps. But no, so I'm in prior to 10.4. At the same token, we were at 4,200, and I was kind of likening this to the 4,200 breakout. I'm not sure if it's going to work exactly the same as a 4,200 breakout, but I got in a little bit early then as well because the signs are there. This isn't breaking out in the same way that 4,200 is breaking out though, so I don't know if we're going to have as crazy a run. The 4,200 breakout was very quick, very very quick. Let's go check it out. What day was it? April 2nd, 2019. And where's the yeah? Let's do this for a second. See if it'll go that far. Ah, it will. Oh, it won't. Oh, it will. March 31st. Oh, 2020. Never mind. Oh, that's 15 minutes. That's why. There we go. So there's the 4,200 breakout. It's not near the same. Yeah, Woodsy's right, guys. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the video, please hit that thumbs up button, the like button, whatever it's called. It's got a thumbs up, but they call it the like button. It says like, right? It doesn't say something else. Yeah, so a bit of a different situation at 42 than we have here at 10.4. Um, we had a lot, we had a very, very bullish 2 hour candle. This one I also bought prior to the breakout, but this was so well telegraphed for several days, just curling, curling, curling. Then it finally had a huge pop and then just kind of, kept on going forever. Hopefully this one will end up doing the same thing, but we're not quite there yet. 1 2 hour candle here, not near as bullish. Not near as bullish. Hey, Marcio. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Farhan mentioned in the power hour. Yeah, so shameless plug for our Real Crypto Power Hour 2 weeks ago, Dan. Very nice. Yeah, how you doing, man? Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Just super hot. It's Arizona. Um, yeah, shouldn't be. Yeah, so go to the Real Crypto site. That was a different page. Yeah, if you guys are interested in the Power Hour, um, I got to be honest, we just had a tremendous altcoin season in the Power Hour. I can't tell you how many coins we caught going up over 100, 200 plus percent. We had so many. Link was a big winner. That one went up about 80%. Um, yeah, it was just a tremendous run for the altcoins. And hey, what's up, Ash? How you doing? So anyway, if you are interested in the Power Hour, you can sign up on the website, real-crypto.com. You can go into services. If you guys just are new to the channel or have not involved yourselves in our Slack chat room, you can go ahead and sign up right here on the homepage of my website for the Slack chat room. It is free. Um, and yeah, there you go. No need for AC in San Diego. um, yeah, still kind of need AC a little bit. San Diego gets a little bit hot. Um, Link and XTZ? Yeah, well, we can walk through a few if you'd like. What didn't we catch? I mean, so um, Cardano versus Bitcoin. We have here's that lower consolidation we were talking about. So lower consolidation on Cardano popped up right there. One of the early ones we caught was ZIL, which I got to be honest, I didn't think it was going to end up doing what it did, but it did break out of its low consolidation. We had there was an alert here that isn't on the chart right now, but we had plenty of alerts here into. So I've developed a method of trading called the Pi method. You guys will probably end up seeing some stuff about that in the near future coming from me. But we had a Pi method exit on right here, keeping us in ZIL the entire time from the 92 all the way up into our exit at 278. Yep, VET. We had VET. Yep, VET was phenomenal. We weren't super on it early, but we got in at 108 out at 214. Sometimes you just do what you're going to do, right? We did have a lot of XTZ. XTZ wasn't quite as good. We had it earlier. We did have a couple that had a breakout at 2904 to 35, but that wasn't a huge run. That wasn't a big run. We had a couple other ones. I mean, we had some ones that were pretty good. Tomo from early in the consolidation. all the way up to kind of topping and crossing some of our exits over there. Even if you were later in the exits and didn't get out on time, you still had really good profits right there. Start of the bull market? Yeah, I think so. I think so, Web Troll. I think it is. Absolutely, I think it's the start of a bull market. What else did we have? Any of the P's? Yeah, Pivx for a minute, but not really. Pivx didn't do too much. Pearl went on for a crazy consolidation. We had a Pi method exit a couple of days ago. Went on to a higher high and then ended up dropping back down. Stratus was good. We had Strat for a little bit. It didn't go very far. Stratus and Qtum and oh my gosh, all the old blockchains were running, all of them, but still, they still kind of suck. So it's hard to be inside. It's hard to be heavy in a coin that just generally sucks. I just gotta say. And Stratus and Qtum all trade like hot garbage. They absolutely so. But that being said, I mean, we did have a couple alerts. This one didn't do very well, and then 1986 worked out well. But you can see the result. It didn't break out. It didn't break the prior or the resistance on the chart. So you would have had to sell it there. But it was a trade nonetheless. Yeah, Strat has sucked forever. Qtum sucked forever. Um, Nem sucks forever. Talk about soul crushing coins. If you want to hate yourself, trade Qtum, Strat, Storage. Uh, I don't know why I'm telling you to trade these coins. Nem. If you just really want to hate yourself, if you're like, you know what, I've been a bad boy or a bad girl, just trade these coins I'm telling you about because you're like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for in life, just to be beaten up every single day. So yeah, a couple of our new friends. We found some new friends. We found Band recently. Actually, someone mentioned BQX. I had BQX. We talked about it earlier. BQX actually, we had an 812 and a beautiful cup and handle. Absolutely gorgeous 2 hour cup and handle. There's its longer term base. I mean, we had these on, I want to say 25 coins, maybe 30 coins, and about half of them broke out and so that's about 12. I'd say a good 8 of those. I don't know about those numbers are probably off, but anyway, of the coins that broke out of these, a decent amount went on to have really good extensions out of the lows. So I think that's pretty amazing. I agree, Samp. 100%. Hey, it didn't mute you. Apparently. Okay, here's my theory, Samp. YouTube knows I hate Qtum and it allowed you to say F that coin. Absolutely. Absolutely. F that. F every coin I mentioned to you a little bit ago, to be quite frank with you. And I follow them. And I mean, that was a good little run in Qtum. And I hate Qtum. I even said it when I was talking about it. I'm like, I hate this coin. This coin sucks. But look, it's got a thing. And then it went on and did another thing. So, 1986, I can take 25% out of a crap coin if it's setting up. I don't mind it whatsoever. Yeah, another one that ran recently is what I've been calling our new best friend is ERD. Look at ERD. Look at this thing. I mean, when we get these ones that just continue on and have really great patterns, I mean, you get some really great moves. And then with our Pi method too, that's coming out, man, you guys are gonna love that. 58 up into the 200s. That is a great run for a garbage coin. XMR doing a thing? It wasn't XMR wasn't doing too bad. It's really slow though. If you're an XMR, you just kind of have to let it go. You just have to hold it for a while because it's XMR is old, and I think it's showing its age. It looks like it is bouncing off of a supportive trend line. Pretty good volume too. That's not bad. How's Bitcoin doing? 10.8. So we just went from 10.75 to 10.826. That's pretty good. Hopefully we can stay up there. But yeah, in all honesty, this last alt season that we had was probably my favorite time in crypto in like a year and a half, something like that. It's just been it's oh Band was another one that did really good. Say Tuesday? Better not be Tuesday. Okay, it's not Tuesday. Um Band did really good. We had kind of a blue sky breakout there on band. Gave us a nice big fake out, but finally this last leg was very, very nice. ERD, we had ERD. I mean, I don't know every coin that had a great run, but all I know is that we had so many coins with just such good runs. Absolutely. Look at Elrond. We had this thing beautiful, 58 and 73. Those were our early buy points, and then boom, it just blasted off Elrond. We actually had our Pi method exit well up here. So from 53 up to 280 or 58 if you got early. I think our exit was up in this area. So about 365%. Absolutely amazing. Nice smell. Catch a falling knife on band? No. No. These are done. Nope. One thing with the Pi method trade, when it exits, you exit. You're done. So it's done. We gave it shots over here and it failed. So we're done. They do take a lot of fees, Muhammad. I absolutely agree. I trade on Binance.us. It's not nearly as good um, as Coinbase. I think Coinbase is a better platform, and I think that they have more variety of coins. I think I haven't been on Coinbase in a while. They may have added a few, but I'm really not a fan of Coinbase's fees, nor Binance.us. It's kind of it's a more of an illiquid exchange, and they have very few Bitcoin pairs, which annoys me greatly. Annoys me substantially. So, well, yeah. What else was good? Just kind of recapping the great altcoin market we came from. Dusk did pretty good. There we go. Yeah, not as good as some of the other ones, but Dusk had a good run here. Um, yeah, held a supportive trend line. You would have had a hold for a while, but a good run from 436 into the 600s, 700s. I think that was your exit right there at the 650, so that was pretty good. I didn't even mention Lend. No, I didn't mention Lend. Yeah, duh. Frickin' Lend. Holy crap. If no one saw the Lend chart, man, I don't know why I didn't mention Lend. Probably because I'm annoyed I never actually was able to buy it because I'm not on actual Binance. They don't have this on Binance US. So you got the 630s down here, and then all the way up into even 1084 for easy math into the 4,000 handle. It's a 400% increase on Lend. This thing ran forever and ever and ever. Um, just a phenomenal. This thing went. We were looking at Lend. We were looking at Lend in the Power Hour, looking at it. Not saying it's going to be go up at 8,000%, but where was it, Monkeytron? Where were we first starting to look at Lend? I think over here somewhere, somewhere over here, and talk. Maybe it was even on the way up here and discussing about how it was a DeFi, it was a lending platform, and I think there was a peer, which I think was it Matic, a peer to Lend. I forget, but it had a much larger market cap. We go, wow, Lend's got a really good possibility from a market cap perspective to go up exponentially, and it did just that. That rarely happens. Actually, it rarely happens that occurs, but this one it did, and that was absolutely a tremendous ride. All right, let's go back, take a look at BTC. So alter the past. Bitcoin is the future. Speaking of the future, my son James walked in the room. Hi, James. How are you? Hamburgers. Silly. James says hamburgers. All right, so Bitcoin. You want the iPad, huh? You want the iPad, right? Or you just want to say hamburgers? Hamburgers. Hamburgers. All right. Bitcoin Cash, 6%, BSV 8%, 8.69 for BTC. Definitely looking like our follow through day. Yes? I know I was right. I know, Jamesy. Yeah, my office is a little bit hot. All right, guys. All right, I'll see you, bud. That was James. All right, so Bitcoin 8.5%. Definitely, I mean, we still have a lot of work left to do today, but um, okay, you can play for a little bit until I'm done with my stream, okay? Okay, let's take a vote. Should I let James, hold on, let's take a vote. Should I let my 6-year-old son James play on the iPad? Give me a yes or no vote. What do you what do you think they're gonna James, you tell me what they say.
I don't know.
Well, come here. Come over here. Come over here. They're gonna say it right there. Do you see it?
I know the read.
Ooh, I like Dage. Dage is my friend. What do they say, James?
Yes, yes, no.
Oh, it says no, so that means no. Dreamcar says yes and no. Our Daily Bit says nope, read a book. He wants you to read a book. Which book?
There's so much yeses.
What?
So yes wins.
What? Yes wins. Now he's dabbing on me. My 6-year-old is dabbing on me. All right, fine. But later we will be reading books, right? Good. No YouTube. I agree with that, Mel. I completely agree with that. Actually, Dage, he's done. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. James, bring me your workbook. Yeah, your math book. Actually, that's a good question, Dage. I've actually been working all morning, and we got him. Well, because school's been out, we got him a. He's going to be going into first grade this year, so we got him a first grade workbook. How to win friends. Yeah, right, Dream Car. Um, did you do it? Good. You know, he did. So he's done 2 pages of math today so far, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll do some more later. He's doing okay. He's doing great. Oh, you got 50, 60. Very good job. You caught the tens. 16, 34, 81. Greater than. 31, 32, 33, 34. Looks excellent. Looks excellent. Teach him calculus, then he gets the iPad. I'm trying to teach my 9-year-old division. So yeah, he's good. I gave him the iPad. He won't play for very long. Probably get a half hour out of it or something. Yeah, he gets. I gotta say it's been difficult having all the kids at home and all the parents at home the entire time. It really limits the things you can do, and those digital devices just I don't know. They're just I don't want to sit my kids down with iPads, but sometimes when you got to work, I can't read with them for 6 hours a day. I just can't. So it ends up being what it is. And we're gonna have to do some unprogramming with James. My older one, Ethan, he's okay. He'll actually sit down and read a whole book if I ask him to. Not on his own, but if I ask him to. So teaching Bitcoin. We've taught him a little bit of charting. You want to see one of James's charts? Here, I'll show you one of James's charts. What's the market doing right now? Market up 1.47%. Hey, what's up?
See.
Oh, you want to see James's chart? Bam, James's chart. What do you think, Ethan? You like it? This is Ethan, my older son. Ethan, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
So this is yeah, he figured out how to middle click on my mouse and then use other things. So Monkeytron says hi. So yeah, there you go. Right, dream cards better than I've ever drawn. I got to admit that. Hedging his bets. Yeah, I think it's a bit of so I think I showed this during my stock show this morning. If you guys don't know what I do a stock show on my Real Dash Stocks channel, if you guys subscribe to that, do notifications, you'll get notified. I stream at about 6:30 in the morning, right about when the market opens. 6:30 Arizona time, which would be I guess 9:30 Eastern time. Anyway, I put this on. I'm like, yeah, so it looks like this has hit my resistance, my support, and my pullback target area. Pretty much everything I could think of. That's essentially what this chart implies. I think Mel probably would really like this chart. I think Mel loves this chart. And it is beautiful. It is pretty good. Tesla 4% today. Tesla's been excellent. Very, very good. All right, so Bitcoin happy up here at 10.8. Hold on a second. Tesla is Ponzi. What? Tesla's not a Ponzi. You're killing me. Shush. Shush, Mel. It's not old man Randy. Those are my children. Anderson, Bradley, McGregor. If you think those are my grandkids. I'm not that old. Definitely not that old. Anyway. Although I do know, actually, I do know some friends my age that are having grandkids, so I didn't get started that early. Was your where next question for Bitcoin or Tesla? Sell alts now for BTC? Yeah, if you haven't already, you may be forced to. If you have any specific positions, Reddit, I'll be happy to look at those for you. Uh, Bitcoin chart looks like the Tesla logo, Satoshi confirmed. You're mixing a lot of things there that are interesting. Well, in terms of Tesla, you guys want to see something? I may make a video on this one. Here's my Tesla chart. You guys are going to like this. I guaranteed or your YouTube money back. This is my Tesla chart going forward. Right here. Here's my Tesla chart. I've never been a fanboy of pretty much any stock I can't say ever in my life, but yeah, I am definitely a Tesla fan. Okay. So what it is, I kind of expanded out Tesla. All questions will be on hold unless they are regarding Tesla for approximately 5 minutes. Okay, so in terms of Tesla, this is my synopsis. I've been reading a lot about stuff. ARK Investments has a lot of stuff on Tesla, and I'm kind of putting my own spin on this from a price action perspective because that's what I do. I'm good with price action. So Tesla S Fremont delivery right here, April 17th, 2012, somewhere around that time frame, give or take, a couple of years. But this is when Model S was delivered in the Fremont factory. The Fremont factory is not a gigafactory. All right? A gigafactory is a factory for Teslas. If you don't know what it is, that's all I'm going to go into depth-wise. First Tesla delivery, it somehow slowly morphed into a gigafactory over the next, 8 years. Now, when they kind of figured out the gigafactory somewhere in 16, 17, 18, 19, they opened the Shanghai gigafactory, and it opened in, I think, October or November of 2019. So now they have 2 gigafactories, but this, due to COVID, isn't producing a lot of cars yet. So we have 2 factories producing cars for Tesla. We're going to have Giga Berlin open in July of 2021. That's going to be 3 factories producing cars. Texas, which I actually drew this before they announced Texas, I was estimating first quarter 2022. They're saying last quarter 2021. So this is about dead on. Within this time frame, Tesla needs to figure out the battery problem, which they have a battery investor day in 2 months to the day on September 27th. That will give us and investors an idea about how Tesla is going to solve the battery problem, which Elon Musk in 2 quarters earnings calls ago, that's worded really badly. So 2 quarters ago on a conference call, he said batteries are the biggest problem Tesla has. You don't even know how big the battery problem is. We have to solve the battery problem. And I'll take him at his word on that. That batteries are a huge issue for Tesla. They can't make enough batteries, they can't make enough cars, and they can't ramp up production. Nor can they ramp up production of their energy storage side. At this stage of the game, they appear to have the million-mile battery pack engineered, and it looks like they're working on ramping up manufacturing. Hopefully, in 2 months, we will see a partially built or hopefully fully complete assembly line in 2 months from today's time. At that stage, so I have them doing batteries in March of 2021. That gives them 6 months. Gives them 6 months to get batteries nailed down so they can roll it into Fremont, Shanghai, Berlin. Then they open Texas, and then I think they're going to start opening 2 at a time. When they start opening 2 at a time, then you're really going to start to see growth. And I want you to keep in mind that Tesla, each gigafactory, as of right now, from my understanding, is designed to manufacture 250,000 cars. They may be able to get to 300,000, 350,000. I don't know what they can squeeze out of these things, but keep in mind that every single car they can manufacture above and beyond is just additional profit and additional money for additional gigafactories. So, long story short, each of these single lines is my estimation for gigafactories. Okay, now this has already happened. This is in production. This is just starting. These are all, I'm saying 2 this year, and this may be more if you look at how this is growing. This, there could be an additional gigafactory here, maybe even an additional gigafactory in here. But I'm assuming they want to save up a little bit of capital for whatever reason, and then we'll continue going forward. From a price perspective, from a stock price perspective, my mindset is this. So between the first 2 factories opening, Fremont delivering a Model S and Shanghai starting to deliver cars, there was essentially 2 very large bases with all of this R&D happening. Okay. Now, I'm assuming the ramp up, which we're not fully in the middle of ramping up yet. I mean, they're doing fantastic, but they're not, quite to the point where they can just open gigafactories. They have to solve the battery problem. After the battery problem is solved, and they're going to start talking about making terafactories, then what they're going to do is just build the machine that builds the machine. You've heard Elon talk about that. The machine that builds the machine is more important than the machine. And I hope you understand what that means. It's great to have a fantastic car, but if you can't build the car in a very efficient manner, it doesn't matter. So anyway, what you got is what you're going to end up having. Does the price of metals affect the price of batteries? A little bit, Dage, a little bit. But that's Tesla's job to worry about. I'm not trying to go too deep into that aspect of it. Tesla is trying to get rid of cobalt, and I think they've done that. I haven't taken a deep dive on their battery composition, but I think they've essentially gotten rid of cobalt, or most of the cobalt. Cobalt's the most expensive battery part from my understanding. So anyway, from a price action perspective, I think they've already had 2 parabolic runs simultaneously. I think we may chop around for a while. The problem is that I think institutional investors, in a second, Suresh, let me finish. What's Bitcoin doing? 10.825. So it's not going anywhere yet. We'll go back there in a second. I said, give me a few minutes. Someone asked a Tesla question. So I think that investors are going to give them a little bit of time to figure out batteries, and I'm giving them about a year or so, year and a half here to consolidate around 1,800. I think they may then double again, and they may then double again, and then if they get robo-taxi going, they're going to have like 5 million Teslas on the road. They're going to have batteries. Once they've solved batteries, production is essentially done. Production is done, at least for the Model 3, X, Y, and S. And then, so they're going to do Texas, and then once they figure out Semi, Roadster, and Cybertruck, and then they're just going to build factories, and that's it. And then it's just It's just awesome. And then when they get Robotaxi, it's a whole other level. So whenever they get Robotaxi, so I have them getting Robotaxi after 2025. I'm giving them a few more years. He's saying the end of the year, but he's been saying that for several years. I don't think that's realistic. It may actually be in, yes, it is a relevant sixth chamber. It is essentially, I mean, it could happen earlier. This could happen in 2023, 2022. If it's as close as Elon says it is, we could see Robotaxi in 2022. In which case, you're going to move the 7K over to 3K and expand it up into the 10,000 plus territory. So it's so hard to predict future, but essentially Tesla comes down to, have they solved batteries? How many gigafactories are they opening? And commercial energy storage is, I'm not even going to go into that, but commercial energy storage is going to be nuts. Absolutely crazy once they solve the battery problem. It's all about the batteries. Everything with Tesla is about the batteries. So these are the two big milestones that Tesla needs to solve, and the price will just skyrocket from there. And you're going to see, in 10 years, I think you're going to see a Tesla that has a market cap in the several trillions of dollars. I don't know how many trillions, but several trillions of dollars. So, all right. That's Tesla. I won't go back into it. Promise. Because Monkeytron's right. Don't get me started. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. All right, there's Bitcoin. Oh, and there's 2-hour chart of Bitcoin. All right. So doing good on the 2-hour chart, holding up very nicely up here in the 10.8 level. Been very solid up here for a while now. That's excellent price action. Good volume accumulation. SC. Yeah, we can look at SC for. Let me get to a couple more questions. Hey, Suresh, what's up? Omisego? Or is that, oh my God, long time no see. I'm going to say, oh my God. Lincoln Tezos, thank you, all-time Reddit. Let me see what else I got here. BTC will move more forward or may stabilize. More forward, I think. I don't think BTC is going to stabilize. It's an accumulation mode, essentially. We just have the halvening, so there's less distribution on the markets. And I do think we generally go forward from here. XTZ BTC. Take a look at that for a second. XTZ. Yeah. Okay, so this is towards the bottom of a much larger range. The question is, will it hold? We are getting some really nice bottoming candles. It could hold, but if Bitcoin goes on for a much larger run, everything is out the window. If Bitcoin starts going from here, best case scenario, which the power hour is really good for, by the way, to plug myself again, is when we start alternating between alts and Bitcoin, because if that's going to happen, if the alts don't break down, what you're going to see is Bitcoin and alts alternate. So, bam. I think that's going to be good. If that's the case, I hope that's the case. I hope altcoins don't just die, because I would much rather have a situation like 2017 where we had alts and Bitcoin run, some together, some alternating. We've already seen a little bit of that. Because, Bitcoin, ever since capitulation, we've been running together between the BTC and the alts. It hasn't been one or the other. It's actually been both. And then this last time when Bitcoin stagnated for a month or so, the alts actually went nuts. So I can't say, yeah, I just got the alert on Litecoin actually. Woodland. We'll go take a look at that. And Litecoin is interesting. Litecoin. Okay, yep. Just got over our 51 alert. Just got alerted on that. And that's where you get interested in Litecoin. The question is it going to be better than Bitcoin? Litecoin has been lagging like a mofo. I've not been happy at all with Litecoin. It does have a change in behavior. Had a big day or a big candle a couple of days ago. Right here, this one big volume candle. Now another big volume candle is good. I don't know if I want to take my eye off of the Bitcoin ball quite yet, but Litecoin definitely having some better action here. Bitcoin Cash up 8%. That's increasing more. And then BSV stagnant a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's been flagging on the 15 minutes. So yeah, for about an hour and a half, stagnant for me on my time frame. And then ETH back up to 3.7, which is pretty good. Getting back up, supportive of our trend line right there. Um, oh no, let me look at your chart there. Samsung groundbreaking solid state batteries could be used in electric vehicles. Um, yeah, I'm not going to go there. We spent a lot of time on Tesla. I think people are over that for right now. But I didn't look at. Were you looking at this chart? At BLX? Is this the chart you're talking about, Mel? Oh, what's this? So you're saying 200 SMA, we're not in bull market when this goes back into the log? Oh, until this goes back into the log. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to look at that. Oh, I never thought of putting those two together. I would argue, so you're in an upswing here. Let me throw that on there. That's interesting. That's an interesting one. 850 right now for BTC. Litecoin trying to play catch up at, yeah, 7.5. Let's throw those on here. That's actually pretty interesting. It's interesting. I think if you were to do something like that with your rate of change, I think that may actually be pretty cool. Candles. Okay, so we'll do logarithmic growth curve. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, so how's your logarithmic growth curve different than what? What is your chart showing there? Makes no sense. What's going on? BTC going? All right, 10.850, 10.860, 10.875 on some other exchanges. Maybe log? Oh, holy bejesus, that gets weird. I don't want to go in the 3-minute right now. Sorry, Fury. I got Mel chart's fairly interesting. Why are his way off? Are you on a week? Oh, he's on a weekly. Where's your 200? I got to get over here to. So there's his. I can get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. Okay, so there. Okay, so he's looking here and here. That's actually the top. We're not in bull market when this goes back into the growth curve. So the bull market starts when it exits. Interesting. 1073, doing pretty good right there. Don't look too deeply. What do you expect me to do, Mel? It's what I do, son. It's what I do. All right. So that 2-hour candle just closed and very nicely. That is a beautiful candle. Boom. Love it. Hopefully that's an anchor. On my log chart, we're actually right now just getting back into it. Oh, you didn't want me to put it on the public stream? Well, why'd you send it? Did you tell me not to? No one's gonna do that anyways. Don't worry about it. All right, 10.9 for BTC. Beautiful extension through the 10.4. Fantastic. Oh, I believe you, Fatal Fury. Look, I'm just going to tell you something real quick, not discounting your 3-minute charts. In a great market, everything trades well. And Bitcoin the past several days since we broke here at 10,356 finally, it's been a really good market. So everything's going to trade well. It's going to make you feel like a genius. Um, I have a strategy that says when I feel too good, the market's probably doing something. I should probably just I should yeah, it's when I feel too good, it's not a good thing. But anyway, so in this situation though, this is an early breakout. This is good. So if you've been doing good in the 3 minute chart, I don't trade 3 minute charts, I trade 2 hours and dailies. And apparently I look at weeklies every once in a while. Seth Kane, this is so for real on the up and up, or is this a trap? So far it's for real. So far, Seth, it's for real. So I wouldn't be discounting what you're seeing. There we go. And look at our volume on the daily chart, looking very, very healthy. Absolutely very healthy. So we're definitely gonna have a follow through day today. Follow through day is something we use in the Real Crypto Power Hour to kind of time the Bitcoin markets. And today is going to be a follow through day. If this fails a follow through day today, it's going to be pretty bad. ETH and Link. All right, let's take a look at ETH. Yeah, so ETH is holding up here okay so far. Some decent volume on the sell side and the buy side as of late. ETH has been on a tear. We had an alert at 242.52. Looks like broke about a week and a half ago. Great. Just absolutely tremendous volume from Ethereum. Doesn't really get any better than that. Hey, thanks, Jared. Appreciate it. Yeah, ETH's looking good. It's just consolidating up here. So I don't think there's anything too tremendous, nothing wrong. But thanks, Martin. Yeah, for sure, buddy. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, hit the like button. I keep forgetting this is YouTube, and I'm supposed to say that every 57 seconds to hit the like button. I'm supposed to say that. Yeah, gold and silver. Let's go check out. Let's go check out over here. Yeah, gold's been on an absolute tear lately. 185.55 is the all-time high for gold. And we're at 182.30, so we're knocking. SLV still has actually a long ways to go until its highs. These are the ETF. So there's 48 all the way back to 2011, and we're only at 22. So you still got a double on silver, which is interesting here. Great moves right there. BTC trying to stay right with those. So as much as a lot of people say Bitcoin doesn't appear to be a hedge, similar to gold or silver, the action today is actually telling you a different story. Depends if you want to listen to pundits or market action. I would much rather listen to a pundit talk about market action, which is what I am. I'm a pundit that talks about market action, if you can call me that. All right, 867, still holding strong, looking excellent. You also mentioned Link, right? There it is. Oh, wow, Link came back very aggressively. Only down 4.6, they were down 10% earlier. During the power hour, we actually did talk about the hammer candle formed here. And actually, I think it was in the pullback. We talked about potential bottom buying. Wasn't saying, go buy this right now. Okay. It's really not what I do unless I do that, in which case it's really good. But this was close to that. I didn't do it though. Anyway, that's a great stopping point right there, around the 640, whatever. So pretty good, nice 10, 11% move from the lows right here. This is actually our loose. We talked about if you want to buy a bottom, this on Link would probably be the place to do it, up a little bit right now. Yeah, Link has been very, very solid. Absolutely very solid. So if Bitcoin does go stagnant on us, I don't know. I mean, we're getting Bitcoin running. XRP's up 3%, which is a bit unexpected. You're getting Bitcoin Cash. I mean, this just looks like a general market rally at this stage. Huh. Link at 5.5. If it gets to 5.5 mil, you don't want to buy it. Sorry. That's my opinion. Litecoin, please. If Lite passed 52 resistance or blocking 64.84 previous tops. Um, no, well, 51 is the resistance that we had. I don't have it 52 as resistance. I've got 51. We're already past that. We actually broke it in very, very good volume on the 2-hour chart. On the daily time frame, we have a definite change in behavior with much more bullish, wider price bars, wider volume bars. Litecoin actually looks pretty good, and it's looked like complete trash ever since capitulation. Even before capitulation, I got to be honest, it wasn't looking good. Bitcoin had that huge run in the beginning of 2019, just all by itself, if you guys remember, it was like 300, 500%. Wow, that was a big run. But ever since then, it looks like it's looked like trash, absolute garbage. Maybe a change, maybe a change. Not something I'm putting money on right now, but it's not too bad. It's trying to go after it. You can see the whole market rallying as Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin's going to stagnate up here at just under 11,000. Maybe that's why we're seeing the general market run. What do you mean, bruh, Mel? I don't like Link at those levels. It's okay. So we had the breakout point here at basically 5. So I don't mind 5. I don't mind a 5 pullback. Well, yeah, but that was eh, I, not my thing, Mel. I wish you luck, my friend. I wish you luck. Just not my thing. B&B reverse really good. I'll take a look at it, Mel. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, B&B came back, bounced off our 1856. Look at that. Very aggressively. And while Bitcoin is still holding high. That's pretty good. I wonder if we're going to go into a Bitcoin sell mode. We talked a little bit ago about them alternating between Bitcoin and the altcoins. I think that's what's happening right now. We're seeing kind of that duality to a healthy crypto market. Theta, Brummy, let's take a look. I want nothing to do with Theta. Zero. This thing is broken. It needs a lot of support, has a lot of work to do. So it looks like, yeah, this is another one of those big parabolas. We had this earlier in the year, though, and 13 up to 34, so about a triple. Um, but yeah, definitely, yeah, not for me. Yeah, Mel may like it. You talking about Theta, Mel? I'm definitely not in that cup of tea right there. You want to buy that? I see it. I'm looking at it. It's broken all resistance. Oh, you're thinking right here? Then go buy it. Go buy it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe a little bit better. It's undercut it a little bit. Actually, the undercut's a good thing. The undercut and bounce back. That's called the undercut and rally. That's actually not bad from that particular perspective. But I don't. That's not what I do. I just don't do that. I could try and work on it and get good at it. Mel obviously is pretty good at it. Um, but yeah, it's not something I personally do. And Theta has a history of huge moves and huge pullbacks. We actually caught this one too, big pullback. So as a YouTuber, it might be good to pick up Theta. Why does a YouTuber make a difference? I will say the one thing that's intriguing, other than the fact Mel's right, it is back at a pivot point. This would be a pivot point, is that um, we do have some higher volume down here, which is good, that's not a bad thing, but streaming. Oh yeah, that's a streaming platform service. Yeah, you know what? I'm a firm believer that too many cryptos are trying to solve too many problems. The entrenched technology like YouTube isn't going away. The audience is there. Kind of like, Zune and iPod when Microsoft came out with the Zune and it was better or whatever. I don't know if Theta is better or not, but um, until you start hearing people talk about Theta, I'm not too really interested in a lot of these cryptos trying to supplant traditional endeavors. That's right. Everybody uses Bing. Alts are going to rally hard. If Bitcoin stalls out, I mean, we did talk about the possibility for alts bouncing off of some good levels here. We got LTC up 10% right there, blasting off. Actually doing now outperforming Bitcoin. That is a definite change in behavior for Litecoin. That's pretty amazing right there. Good, good, good. Very unique time when you have Bitcoin and alt starting to rally together. Usually one of them will give way. Usually, right now, it doesn't look like either of them want to give way. Bitcoin still holding right up here towards the highs. Litecoin, BSV up 10, almost 10. Bitcoin Cash holding well. XRP gaining ground now up 4%. ETH also trying to gain ground up a little bit more. Link coming back. Someone mentioned BNB bouncing back. So we're actually doing pretty good. Yeah, Cardano is holding up. Yeah, so we have this above a supportive trend line. We talked. A lot of the top 20s were in potential bottom buying opportunities. Not something I particularly do well, but it's potential. Actually, this is exactly what I said earlier during the power hour. What I said was that if Bitcoin continues to rally and then stalls out at some point, you're probably likely to see some bounces in some alts somewhere between 5 and 15%. And there's power hour members here, they'll attest to that's what I said. Didn't know what happened during the following hour, but I think if Bitcoin does continue to rally, alts are going to stagnate and sell off. But you may see this, like we just talked about a little bit ago, that dichotomy between the alts and the Bitcoin and it's very hard to manage getting out of Bitcoin, getting into Litecoin at the right time, getting out of Litecoin at the right time, getting back into Bitcoin at the right time. It's almost an impossible job. If you have a great way to do it, please let me know. I don't know of a great way to do that. When Bitcoin's running, I really like to stay with Bitcoin. When alts are running, I really like to stay with alts. We've been in an alt-only mode for many weeks now, and we're kind of switching, it appears, back into almost a BTC only, but if we're going to alternate between alts, we may have to amend that a little bit. But yeah, Cardano definitely finding support. If they do want to ditch alts for Bitcoin, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous into Litecoin, but that's what your stops are for. All you can do is have stop loss orders. And see, here's another thing too. Traders, believe it or not, every single person listening right now, every single person trades emotionally. Okay? I don't know. I know very few people that actually trade completely logically. Human beings are designed to make emotional decisions. Even if those decisions are driven by logic, you have to feel that it's the right decision before you actually do it. Now, if you're the kind of trader that goes, "Oh gosh, I shouldn't pull this trigger," click, you're the exception to the rule, and let me know how you do it. But everyone here is an emotional trader, and the only thing that stops you from these types of interesting decisions are stop losses. So let's take Litecoin because it is running right now. There we go. So Litecoin's running right now. I mean, really an easy way to take emotions away from the decision is a stop loss order. And so if you're looking at a Bitcoin rally and potentially Litecoin rallying, maybe you think it's going to go more than Bitcoin. Well, in case you're wrong, you need to find yourself a stop loss. You need to find yourself a place on the chart where it negates your thesis, and you're fortunate enough to be able to sell into Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does take precedence, you would automatically be forced into the better trade. The problem is you can't sit here and let's say this is your stop loss, and then let's say this is your buy point, okay? What's going to happen is you're going to go buy, sell, buy, sell. You can't do that. That isn't the thing you should do. You can't go into the buy, sell like that. You have to have a position, or let me back up. You have to have a thesis for your trade, and then you have to have a thesis for your trade, and then you have to have a place where your trade fails. And that's about it. In some circumstances, you can go back into a trade, and that's where a little bit of wisdom comes into play. Is that okay? Is this the right trade to go back into, or should I just let it go? And sometimes you have to just let trades go, even if they move on without you, because for whatever reason, it didn't work for you. Hey, what's up, Brandon? No emotions. My balls were forged in the power hour. Very nice, Brandon. Very nice. Yes, I handle each balls personally. I forge them personally. Every set of balls. And if you're a woman, I'll mail you one. Although these days you can probably buy them on Amazon and then get them attached somehow. So anyway, if you're like, Litecoin's rolling, I want to go up, make sure you have an exit plan, and it probably should be on the BTC chart. Probably should be on this BTC chart. I mean, this would make a good stop point. I know I just drew a line on the chart, but it actually is a relatively good stopping point. The problem right now is I think it's going to be pretty deep stop. Pretty deep stop right now, which is hard, very difficult to manage. Just about a 9% stop. That's a very hard stop to manage. You're saying 480? Is that for this BTC? We can go into the 15-minute and see if there's another consolidation. There's really not. It just kind of rallied really hard on the 15-minute time frame right there. That's your stopping point or your repurchase point? Because we just stalled out. Well, it's the same chart, just a different time frame. Oh, you're saying this? Um, eh. I don't know about that specific one. I see what you say about support, but see here's the thing. If you're going to put a stop in place in terms of a limit stop, this is too close for me. For me, this is too close for me. I would definitely move it lower, and this is why I go to the 15 minute because sometimes you can get a good idea. But if you look at where a volume comes in, it really starts right there, and then if you wanted to, you maybe could put a stop loss here. 54, I'm sorry, 45, 49. You could put a stop loss here, but you still have this support, and it's not that much lower. Oh yeah, sorry, you said SC. I was actually trying to get there. My apologies, I got sidetracked. Yeah, SC. This would be a Mel buy. Not something I would traditionally do. We haven't had SC on the newsletter for the Power Hour for quite a while. Yeah. Yep. See, Mel loves it. Mel, it just, in all honesty, it just depends on the type of trader that you are. In all honesty, and Mel is great because him and I view a lot of things very similarly. Although I wouldn't particularly take this entry, maybe Mel would, right? It doesn't mean that we both don't get interested at a later date. You know what I mean? So if traders are all different, guys. Traders are Yeah, there's all kinds of different traders, and there's a thing about, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Breakout traders make money, pullback traders make money. If you try to do too much and you don't have a lot of experience, you're probably going to get slaughtered. Very, very similar thing. QKC for an entry, Chris. Um, I didn't have QKC on here today. Well, this would definitely be a pullback entry for QKC. So what it would be for me, Chris, so yeah, we had this. Looks like 64 to cup and handle breakout. That would have been the best entry. And we're right back at that 64, almost exactly. Yeah, we're at 65. um, yeah, so this is like a falling knife. It's a bit of a falling knife scenario here. I really wouldn't be on this one. Isn't something I do. This is another one where Mel probably likes it a lot on the pullback. Um, yeah, that's not too bad right there. But it's not something I would be looking into. I do like the fact that the pullback so far is on relatively low volume considering the breadth of the candle. That I'm not mad at. Now, we talked a little bit ago, or maybe a while ago, about this bottom box. Look where we're at right now. We're right above that bottom box. So this actually could be a pullback entry. About 10% stop loss, which is pretty wide, but this is a low Satoshi token. So you expect this to have a wide stop loss, which means you trade with a smaller position, is essentially what's happening right there. So, but other than that, I mean, this really isn't something I would traditionally take. Too much air below QKC, really? You don't like that one? Okay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. UOS BTC? Haven't heard of that one before. Um, I don't like anything about this. Yeah, you know, maybe maybe you've got yourself kind of a descending wedge type of a thing, but until this breaks this right now, it would have to get above here. Um, you're right in the middle of this range. That's not a low risk entry or a breakout entry. I don't like this from almost any perspective. Similar to ENJ. Okay. Yeah, technically though, it's a little bit all over the place. It's yeah, see, for me this would have to get above this trend line. I do like this candle on the daily time frame. I'm not mad at this candle. If you had to buy it, you have about a 14 or 15% stop loss, but it's pretty choppy. I There could be a run incoming. I mean, that's the only good thing here. It's not Yeah, it's just starting to show good things. Just starting to go show good things. Mainnet Q4. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you like the volume down here, see that's the good thing from a technical perspective. Okay, so now that I've seen this, I don't mind the increasing volume right here. This is good. Everything else is hopefully a setup. The other good thing is you have a higher low. Whoops, what the heck's going on there? So that's the other thing is you have a higher low. So, okay, I don't completely hate it. It's a bit early for me personally. If for some reason you really like this project, it's not a horrible place, but you do have to have a stop loss. It's got to be very wide though. Very, very wide. I'll disagree a little bit with you on that, Mel. I think the reason why this is good for me is because when you have high volume that doesn't go under a support level, which, if it's being supported right here. So you have a lot of volume, so they're trying to sell it off, but it's someone's accumulating right there. That's how I would view that. So if you're looking for a breakout, though, I think you'd have to break out 527 maybe to give you a higher high. How about Neo? I'm not a fan of Neo. It trades really bad. Looks like we're down potentially near a support. If that crashes, you've got to get out. I would do a lot of other coins before I would do Neo. I would look at a link at a Cardano or even Litecoin breaking out. I'm not a catch a falling knife kind of a guy. Mel may like it, but you got right there that 985 appears to be your support. um, Oh, you're looking for a hammer candle? Yeah. What else? There's another one up here. Matic. Yeah, we've avoided Matic for a while. It's been doing things. We had it at 242 and it stalled on us a bunch and then collapsed. I don't like that either at all. All right, let's go back to BTC. I may wrap it up, guys. May wrap it up here. We've been going for a little bit. Appreciate you guys coming out. Oh, an hour and a half. Wow. It's a long time. What time is it? 11:30. Yeah, I don't like it either, Mel. All right, so Bitcoin up here doing pretty good. 30 minutes into a 2-hour candle, you see our volume is already relatively low. So that's good for a consolidation. And we're up here right against that trend line. So anything could happen at this stage of the game. We did just see Litecoin try to jump out. Looks like already stalling a little bit, pulling back 30 minutes into this 2-hour candle. You can see we do have some distribution. This could turn into a potentially bad 2-hour candle. We'll see about other time frames. But EOS looks like try to get a little froggy here too, up 4%. GBTC doing really nice. ETH so far holding up nicely, but not breaking further highs. So that's right now consolidating. And XRP also still consolidating from yesterday's top. But all in all, I think the market's doing okay. I like the fact BTC is above 10.4. A lot of work to do though. Looks like we may have a interestingly tricky market between altcoin and Bitcoin. If you guys are confused about that, don't know how to handle it, feel free to join me during the Power Hour, which is where we do something similar to this, but a little bit more structured. And we go through the top 20 altcoins. We then go through the Binance US coins, and then we go through our Power Hour spreadsheet coins here, which are pretty much mostly all Binance coins. Yeah, you can check out my website, real-crypto.com, for information on that. And yeah, once again, you guys can check out our Slack chat room. And yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, I mean, feel free to jump in the Slack chat room and ask it's a great chat room. A lot of good people in there, been in there for a long time now. Differing opinions, which is great. I love that. Absolutely love that. You can sign up right there for the Slack chat room. And Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. You can even see, I'll bet you Litecoin's pulling in too. Yep, Litecoin 8%. See, it was above Bitcoin, now it's below Bitcoin. It's hard to know when to jump into those alts, and usually it's kind of a fool's errand, if you will. EOS top target? I don't like EOS. I really don't. I don't like EOS. I don't. Ever since it mainnet, the thing's been in a perpetual downtrend. So here's our coronavirus drop, and EOS never did anything. It bounced up with everything, and then everything diverged right here, right? VET and Cardano went on to do that, and then everything else did nothing. On the current bounce, see, that's a lot more difficult there, Ryan, because number one, it depends where you got in. I wouldn't trade this at all. The only thing I would probably personally, the only thing I would be looking at is Bitcoin, which is huge, probably like 90% would be Bitcoin. If I had to buy something, it probably would have been Link off this crazy good hammer candle, and that trade may have exhausted itself underneath, not breaking into a prior high, but you could try to hold that for a little bit. BNB had a kind of a similar situation, and it also topped out at a trendline failure. I mean, there's just so I mean, there was a few, but most of those opportunities already happened earlier this morning, so I didn't even stand a chance to get into them. For me, it was all about Bitcoin and when to get out of Ethereum, and I got stopped out earlier. So that's all there was to that story for me. For me, trading isn't about taking every trade available to you, although we do a lot of work during the Power Hour. It's really not about taking every trade. It's about taking the right trades for how it's taking the right opportunities for how you trade is what it's about. So. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good day. Stay safe out there. Hopefully, we'll see Bitcoin onward and upward, and we'll keep above the 10.4 level, and we'll just break out from here. for much bigger gains for much longer periods of time. You'll probably see a public video out for me later. If you guys see that, please like and subscribe and share the video. YouTube loves it when you guys share the videos. I don't ask for that enough. But guys, if you like the stream, share it with someone that you like. I just asked for it. Guys, have a good day. I'll see you.